All right, let's do part B, which is a function, apply tree. And this function takes in two trees. The labels of the first tree are all functions. And what apply tree is going to do is it's going to mutate the second tree such that each label is the result of applying each function in the first tree to the corresponding node in the second tree. So we are given that the two trees have the same shape. And let's try the doc test here. We have some T1, which is a tree which has the double function, the square function, and the identity function. And then we have another tree that has 6, 2, and 10. So with almost all tree problems, there's really two steps that we have to take. The first one being we have to apply whatever operation we need to do to the root label of the tree. After that, we have to somehow apply the operation onto the rest of the tree. And what that means for us is that first we have to double 6, so get 12. And then we have to figure out how to solve this problem for the rest of the tree. So you can look at the structure here. The first line is just going to be us doubling 6. So how do we double 6? Well, we need to reassign the root label of val tree. So val tree dot label. And we have to assign it to the result of applying this double function onto the label. So we have to apply some function onto val tree dot label. How do we get that function? Well, that function happens to be just the root node, the root label of function tree. So function tree dot label is applied onto val tree dot label. And this will successfully result in us doubling this. All right, now we're doing some sort of iteration. Very often we're just going to be iterating through the branches and solving this problem for the branches. And this is no different. So usually we do something like for b in like function tree dot branches. Except in this case, we actually need access to both the, like for example, the square and the 2. So since we need access to both, we actually can't just iterate through the branches of one of them. But what we can do is use indices. So we can say for I in range len of function tree dot branches, and then all we have to do is make sure that the problem is solved for this subtree and this other subtree. And in this case, they're not really subtrees, but let's say it could be something like, I don't know, the bread function. And there's a corresponding node here, 8, like that. So we have to solve this problem for the left subtree. So we just have to call apply tree on that subtree. And this square is just the first branch. So we can get fn tree dot branches of 0 to get the square, but in general of I to get the ith branch. And we want to pass in the corresponding subtree in the value tree. So that's going to be val tree dot branches also of I. And that's it. See you in the next one.